we're going to build this two-level SCROG net together. So we're going to have one layer at the bottom here. That'll be for my first level of training. I'll keep all the plants under that, at least a little bit till after I flip the plants in the flower. And the top netting will be for support during flower. What I'm using here is 1-inch PVC and self-tapping screws, so you don't have to drill any of these holes. I'll add a link to Amazon for these screws if you want these. I couldn't find the box of them. I don't know where I put them at. I'm thinking they're 1 inch, so what I do is I just run them down in until I can start feeling them come out the bottom. Then as soon as I feel at the bottom, I stop, because I don't want them to come out the bottom. Because when you're in here working, it would cut the crap out of your arms. So that's one important thing. Then you can take these after they're in even. I don't have it. You can turn them back and forth and adjust them how you want them. I just got done cleaning them. That's one very important thing. When you get done, you want to clean them with alcohol. These things were so crazy sticky, it was unreal. You could even smell all the flour on them. It was nuts. What else do we want to go over before we get started? Pretty much these things here, I just bought some cheap brand off Amazon. We got two different styles here. This one has 4 sides on it, which is good for right here. Then we have the 5-side one. If you want to do 2 layers, you have to have the 5-side one, because you have to also have one that comes out the top. So we're going both sides here, top, bottom, and here. So you're on they all go in like that. So if you don't want to buy 2 different kinds, you could buy all just these kind. But it's slightly cheaper to buy the other ones, so you can get whatever you want. Try to figure out how many you're gonna need. And I also built one of these for a 4x4 tent, and it works great. Just make it don't try to make it 48 inches for a 4x4 tent like I did. It's really bowing out the tent. It's pretty tough to get it in there. But this one gets full tear down between cycles. What I do recommend, I just got done cleaning it, so you can't see it, but I always number all these so I know where they go. So this is the 2nd row, so I'll put 2s going down here so I remember how to put this back together. This is my 1st row. Those will get 1s. Over here will be 3s. And this is the top one here, so I'll put top. Then the other one down there, I'll put bottom. So you can see about what we start at here. Then I'll start over here on the left-hand side and work my way to the right-hand side, doing both layers at the same time. So if you try to do one layer, then do the next layer, you can't hardly reach anything, and everything will be in your way. So I'll put a couple rows on here, and I'll show you where we're at. Alright, I got a little bit done here, so I'm going to show you how I'm doing this. I just wanted to get a little bit done before we went over any of it. I got about half of the top row done, going in the first direction. So I do 2 rolls at a time, so I can keep 1 roll for the top row and 1 roll for the bottom row, so I can work both rows together as I go down. Because if you work the whole top row, then you're at the fight trying to get the bottom row. So basically I sit right in the middle here, stand in the middle and work both rows at a time. Do like 6 rows of one and do like 6 rows of the other, whatever you can reach with your arms. And then pretty simple here. After I go down this way, I pull it just snug, not super tight. Go around it twice to hold it in place, or once, or whatever you want to call it, and back down. Now I stand in the middle and go down the other direction, and when I get back down this way, I do the same thing. And it's going to be a little bit different when we got to go the other direction. When we got to go this way back and forth, you want to go underneath every other one. So it's kind of like sewing, kind of makes it a lot more supportive. And say some of these are a little bit too loose, when you get done, it don't really matter. You can just take this and wrap it around the screw one more time to snug it up a little bit. So that little section took maybe 10 minutes. Not too bad. That's the easy part of it. We'll get to the next step here in a second. Well, I just started putting the cross netting on. So I'm weaving between every single one here. So I'll try to do this one-handed here so you can see what's going on. This last one here went underneath, so the next row has to go on above. Every other row is separate. So what did I just say? This one has to go above. So I'm just doing every other one here till you get to the end. A lot easier to do with two hands. Kind of tricky right now. Now we got to the end here. I got too much string pulled out. Let's see if we can get this here. So I'm pulling this snug, wrapping it around, and this one went above, so now we gotta go underneath. And I just started a new roll, so this one will last a little while here. We're going to try to go all the way down the whole netting. But before we get all the way down, we're going to take this here, pull it snug, wrap it around a couple times. Then this next row we need to go underneath. I need to get this adjusted where I want it here because I got to go around my dehumidifier. So I'll get the netting in place now, and we'll decide which side I need to go on for the next row. That'll be pretty close to where I want it at. So it'll be right in this square, so it'll be one square I can't have a plant coming up at. So that one went above, I want to go below again. So now we're going on the other side. Pull the string here. This is a lot easier if you got two hands to do it, but it's just a little bit tricky right now. So above, and just same thing, go down to the next one. I'm not even sure if I'm shooting this so you can actually see what I'm doing. It's kind of tricky right now with one hand trying to do everything, so sorry about that. Around this one again. Now this one went above, so the next one I'm going to go below. This gives it a lot more support. And I'll do the top row, then do the bottom row, and I'll show you the final thing when we get done here, but you can see some of it. Well, thanks for the help, everybody. We got it done, and almost done, not quite done. I'm going to show you one last thing you can do. See how this one's all flimsy, there's no support to it. So I'll just take it and go around and wrap some of these again. Now it's snug. That's how you tighten them up. Now if you did put one more extra support here through the middle, these wouldn't be able to bow in. So you can make it a little bit tighter, but it still looks good. If you have any questions, just let me know. Tomorrow we'll be putting plants in this room, and I'll show you this real quick. This is what I got to fight with. I have well, we got about 16-inch gap to walk through here, so I'm constantly getting back here. You can see I do not have the netting even. It's way off to the left side. So when I train these plants, every one will go to the left. That way I'll have like another 16 inches space I can walk through here. And if you look at the PVC, you can see a slight bow in it as it goes down because the strings are pulled tight. So this is how I get back here during flower to work on things. Could use a little bit more room, but I prefer to have more room on the other side so I can do most of my work from the other side. So the string I pick up on Amazon. This used about 1.5 rolls of string. So